Hi everyone, it's Teresa McCallum, author of Finding Balance and Forgiveness Through Chakras and Art, as well as the new author of Finding Balance and Forgiveness Chakra Oracle Cards. I'm just going to do a quick little Monday morning chakra oracle card reading with everybody. I hope everybody has a really, really good week. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. How could we not? It was such great weather. It was so nice to get outside. I was at a really, really lovely and successful art show. It was my art group's show, and we just had one of the most successful shows we've ever had. So thanks to Calgarians who came out and supported us. We also did a fundraising endeavor for Canadian Mental Health Association, the Calgary chapter, and we painted two great big beautiful paintings. A group of us were involved. 51 artists painted little 6-inch squares and put them together, and they were Van Gogh inspired paintings, and they were auctioned off in support of the Canadian Mental Health Association, as I said, the Calgary chapter, and it was a really great success, and it felt really good to be able to be involved in that project. Mental health support and recovery has been something that's been really near and dear to my heart. So being able to combine my love of the arts as well as my love of working in and assisting with mental health was just a great project. Anyhow, it was a great weekend. So I'm hoping that you all had a good one too, and I'm going to get right to this. I'm going to just shuffle up my deck and try to come up with a perfect card to read for this week so that we start off our week really well. So just shuffle up the deck. And as most of you who've had a reading from me in person or seen me do these readings, I just shuffle until I feel like the right one falls out. There's many types of readings that can be done. I have 3-card and 5-card, but I really find the 1-card reading is my absolute favorite. Also, it's just really a great way to start a day or start a week. I pull one every morning and just, oh, there it is. Okay. I kind of let the one that falls out be the one that I pick, or if one doesn't fall out, whatever feels right. Okay, so today's reading for the week is number 31, Voice. So this, as you can see, is a really blue card. It's mostly blue. That's the throat chakra. It's for the level of the throat chakra, which is, as makes sense, it's right around the area of the throat. And the color that represents the throat chakra is blue. And this card, number 31, Voice. The throat chakra, obviously, has a lot to do with communication. It's all to do with the areas of the throat. So any imbalances in the throat chakra may indicate or may ultimately lead to medical or physical conditions of the throat and area around the throat. So, hoarseness of your throat, or to more problematic things with your thyroid or tonsils, upper respiratory type of things. Those are examples of imbalances in the throat when they haven't been dealt with. But on the more everyday aspects, and also in terms of the more emotional and psychological and aspects of the throat chakra, imbalances often are displayed by problems with communication. An excessive throat chakra would be, an example would be someone who talks over top of other people, doesn't listen to others, maybe is kind of bossy and loud and is always trying to get their point of view across. Someone with a lacking or having a deficient throat chakra would be more likely more passive and have a hard time getting their point across. Maybe have trouble speaking in public, or even just feeling confident enough to voice their opinion. What I want to focus on is not the imbalances, but what we can do to have the strongest whatever chakra we're dealing with, but in this case the throat chakra. So all the time we can be working on our chakras, and for the throat chakra, this one particularly voice, it's kind of reminding yourself that what you have to say is important, and that what other people's have to say is important, and trying to figure out that balance, being able to get your point across and what is important to you, speaking your truth, but also being able to listen and to hear the truth in others. I'm an artist, and I really do believe that we all are artists, and that a great way to communicate is through the arts. My favorite vehicle is painting, but I also like writing, and I think that we all could learn from artists, and also from being a child and getting our message out through creative means. The throat chakra actually has a lot to do with creativity, and it is the expression of our creativity that the throat chakra is involved with. So, you hear about writers who have writer's block. That's probably signifies that they are having a bit of a blockage in their throat chakra, and there are many things you can do to assist with that. So doing things that enhance the throat chakra are doing artistic things, so writing, singing, dancing, painting, writing poetry, journaling, writing short stories, doing public speaking, dancing, drumming, all sorts of things. All of those things help the throat chakra. And if you're having a little trouble in one area, say you're a writer and you're just blocked, maybe doing another creative pursuit. Forget about the writing, and slap some paint on a picture, or go out and do some photography, drumming, tap dancing, just dancing, singing in the shower. Those kinds of things are really good for the throat chakra. But one of the most important aspects of communication is not actually speaking and getting our message or our opinion or our story out there. Probably the most important is listening. And I think when we listen to others, or we're silent, we have time to think and to actually sort of reflect back what it is we really what is our truth. So when we listen to others, we can kind of hear what they have to say. We may not agree, but we learn from others. And also, it's so important in communication that it's a two-way street. And the more we listen, the better we are at expressing ourselves. And also, silence is critical. We need time to let our mind settle down, and for our especially our creative aspects of ourselves to gel. And if we're not quiet sometimes, and we're just busy and have noise and chatter all the time, it's hard to come up with creative thoughts and creative ideas. Anyhow, that's kind of all I have to say. I guess it's kind of a pertinent one. I've been doing all sorts of art selling, but it's time for me to get back to doing a lot more painting, and even doing a little bit more writing, because I'm doing blogs and all those kinds of things. So this is a good card for me, but a good card for all of us. And it's really important in this era that we're in, some of the politics that we're hearing and kind of across the border and stuff. I think the throat chakra is a really important one, where we listen to others and we speak our truth, and not necessarily voice our opinions and our strong viewpoints. It's more important that we're listening and speaking our truth. Anyhow, that's my message from the cards on this Monday morning. Be good to yourself, stay safe, and stay balanced. That's it. Teresa McCallum for this week. It's almost Halloween. It's almost November. So happy November, which happens, I think, later on this week. Thanks. Bye-bye.